Hey, all, and welcome to the Mike Muldoon podcast. Now, today we're going to delve into a profound concept, which is purpose. Now, I know we've touched on this before. A few weeks back, I actually had special guest Adam Talamy on talking about, how do you find your life purpose? But today we just get a little bit more in depth, what it is and how your life purpose really isn't just a destination. In the labyrinth of existence, the human search for purpose, it unfolds as like an intricate and profound tapestry, right? It's woven with threads of introspection, passion, and a relentless pursuit of meaning. I mean, from the earliest strings of self-awareness to the complex mazes of adulthood, we navigate this vast corridors of life, seeking that elusive sense of purpose. It's a journey that's marked with introspective quests, a continual unraveling of one's innermost desires, a willingness to grapple with the mysteries of existence. Like cosmic detectives, we just sort of shift through the cosmic clues, piecing together fragments of our identity and direction in life. I mean, the pursuit of purpose, though often elusive as it might seem to some, it's a testament to the indomitable spirit within us. It's a quest that transcends the mundane and reaches for the sublime. And as we endeavor to find the significance in this vast cosmic expanse, it's a journey that we just continually embark on. But again, your purpose, when we talk about it, it's not about arriving at a destination. It's this continuous pursuit that propels us forward, a narrative that we construct with each intentional step. Psychologists actually define a purpose as the ability to find meaning in our own experiences, a dynamic connection that goes beyond mere cognition, reaching into our emotion and the visceral core of our being. The quest for purpose in this world is deeply ingrained in the human experience. It's driven by a profound desire to make sense, again, of our existence. Why are we here? Why do we belong? Why? What is my purpose here? It stems from a fundamental human curiosity, about the meaning and the significance of life. And unlike other creatures, human beings, we possess a unique self-awareness that prompts us to, ponder our place in the universe. Searching for purpose, it provides a framework for understanding and navigating the complexities of life. It gives individuals, including myself, a sense of direction, a roadmap to follow amidst life's uncertainties. Purpose also, offers a narrative that connects the dots of our experiences, creating a cohesive story out of the randomness of existence, right? This led to this, led to this, led to this, and I found this. That's what makes life exciting, makes it interesting. And the pursuit of purpose is, it's intimately tied to the human capacity for empathy and desire, because it basically means the ability to want to contribute to something larger than ourselves. Many find life purpose in relationships, community, in making a positive impact on the world. It serves as a motivational force for many. It drives individuals to overcome challenges and persevere in the face of adversity. I guess you could say, in essence, the search for purpose is an intrinsic part of the human condition. We need it. It is a journey, a quest, a trip, whatever else it would be, an expedition that provides meaning and motivation and a sense of fulfillment in our journey through this world, from when we're born to when we die. And it's interesting, right? Because we've probably all at some point felt, our purpose, or maybe this is how you realized you had it, you found it. Have you ever experienced that profound sense of fulfillment when engaging in something that aligns with your purpose? It's like finding this missing piece of a puzzle, bringing clarity to the chaos of your existence. Purpose is that, that it becomes that guiding force that brings that coherence to the fabrics of our lives. So, you might find yourself, or you found yourself one day and you just felt perfectly aligned. There was nothing uneasy. This felt right. You see this so often where people take these paths in life. They take a safe path, or what they think is a safe path. As I talk about this, when moving from lamb to lion, you've got to have the willingness to live your own life. But people go off in the world and they do something that's safe, and they never feel settled, and they feel, they're a partner in a law firm, but they're stressed out, they're freaked out, they're constantly worried. And then one day, just walking along and finds something else, and suddenly it's completely opposite, and probably every which way, in terms of job duties and maybe in financials, but yet it feels right, and you feel aligned, and you feel grounded, and in there is the purpose. For some people, it's easy. They find it early on. I often look at people like Ed Sheeran, great musician, very talented young man, and he's just amazing. It's like, I almost look at that guy. His purpose was to serve the world with his music. You see that a lot of times with some very young people, probably, the Taylor Swift fans of the world. I'm sure that's one as well. They had this purpose from a very young age. And other people, maybe it's not as much on a grand scale. For some, it just might be, their purpose. Actually, this is a great example. My friend Sam, at a very early age, stepped into a funeral home. And Sam, I remember asking him, because I said, how do you get into this business? Because he now owns his own funeral home. Very, very successful business. And a very young man, too. He's only in his 30s. Very successful, though. And I said, how did you get into this? And he said, I went to a funeral, and I forgot he was young. And he said, I just felt at home here. I just felt like this was what I wanted to do. And well, decades later, that's what he does. He's a man in the community, but he runs a very successful business, but he's a funeral home guy. And it's really interesting when you meet people like that who found their life's purpose. For him, it was being there for people who were dealing with the loss of people in their lives. Actually, my dad passed away a few months ago, and Sam actually took care of the arrangements for my dad. So, it's amazing when you meet people like that to find their purpose very real. But for some, it could take much longer. Again, it's a journey. It's akin to basically navigating, this intricate terrain of self-discovery within yourself. A lot of times it just starts with, sort of introspection. My favorite quote is, I don't know if it's a quote. My favorite saying is that, the greatest challenge of humanity is man's inability to be alone with his thoughts. But unfortunately, that's where we got to go sometimes to learn about ourselves. So, introspection is, important, and then from there, delving into kind of like, what are your values and your passions? What are the activities that ignite and joy and bring fulfillment into your life? What kind of strengths and natural talents do you have? Because acknowledging all that stuff, you just might find that your purpose often aligns with what comes effortlessly to you. Sometimes you spend so much time thinking we have to do something else, but we take a moment, we realize, no, this is your purpose. With this podcast, I keep doing it, and I don't know. I mean, I've gotten some great reviews lately, but I don't know if the numbers are gigantic. I couldn't even do my YouTube today because my computer wasn't working, my camera. But I do it because I kind of feel like this is a little bit of my purpose. I feel very comfortable behind this microphone. I feel very comfortable helping people and trying to empower people and helping them, maybe just take their lives to, one level higher, So I guess when you're looking for your life's purpose, explore a spectrum of interests and hobbies. My other one is writing. I love writing. Something is I've just never felt like it was work. I love it. It's something I feel very at home with. I try to do more of that, But for you, maybe it's experiment with new experiences and just kind of reflect on the impact, maybe you wish to make on the world. When you start looking at all that stuff, you might realize, oh, in there is my passion. Just... I guess when you're going through this journey, just, embrace the challenges that might arise too, as opportunities for growth. Appreciate those lessons and insights that, are going to basically contribute to your ever basically evolving understanding of your purpose. I don't know if that made sense there, but you know what I'm saying? Like, as you're going through these journeys and you're going through things and you might be, dealing with some challenges, don't shy away from them, push through them. And in there, you might find your purpose. Get out in the world. If you're somebody who's really struggling figuring out what they're supposed to do and you're just sitting in your home all day, you can't. You got to get out in the world. Just engage with a community, a supportive community. Take your interest, no matter what it could be, and get out there and find other people to do. Be inspired by the journey of others. Find people who are doing things that maybe you wish you were doing. Meet up with them, learn from them, and just constantly reassess your goals and, where do you want to be and what's going to get you? Because usually that's where your purpose is going to evolve over time. But ultimately, remember, patience is key. Discovering your purpose, it's a process that unfolds gradually. Like I said, it doesn't happen for everybody at a young age. Sometimes it requires openness, self-awareness, and a willingness to embrace the ever unfolding narrative of oneself. I mean, I look about where I was, where I thought I was going to go, but how it's unfolded in different ways. And it always seems to have worked out. It's pushed me further and further along and got me, again, to this point behind this microphone. But I guess you can say, again, looking for your purpose in the grand cosmic sitcom of life. I used to be a writer. Man's quest for purpose is like trying to find the TV remote in a black hole. It's mixed with absurdity, determination, and occasional, whoa, hey, there it is. Moment that's kind of profound, sometimes very direct for people. It can even make you, just sit back and think in awe, like, oh my God, how did I not see this before? And remember, your purpose, it's not static, it evolves with you. It's the driving force that propels you forward, even in the faces of challenges. Your purpose is not just a destination. Again, it is dynamic, ever unfolding story waiting to be written. So spend some time, figure it out. Everybody here is a unique soul. When I talked on my podcast last week, about don't compare yourself. We are all unique, we're all unique fingerprints. We all bring something amazing to the table, and everybody has a role here. Everybody has a purpose here, and it doesn't have to be as grand. It doesn't have to be something amazing. Your purpose doesn't have to be, on a global level, but your purpose could be something just to some other people in your lives. So anyway, I just want to say thank you for, again, joining me this week on the Mike Muldoon podcast. And as you navigate your own path of self-discovery, just remember that your purpose, again, it is a journey, right? Life's a journey. Enjoy the ride. Stay intentional, stay purposeful, and embrace that transformative power that purpose can bring to your life. All right. So until we talk next time, I just want to, as always, say thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you being here. If you're listening to me on Apple, Spotify, I've got some really cool comments lately. That's been really great. If you don't mind leaving a review, those obviously really help. But, if only if you've been listening to me a while, I don't want you to feel compelled to have to listen to one episode. But if you've been listening to for a while and you're like, yeah, I like what this guy's saying, or maybe you don't like what I'm saying, at least I can always fix. I'm open to criticism. Anyway, I wish you all the best. Again, I wish you a happy new year. I wish you a wonderful 2024. And as always, I got nothing but love for you.